Hello, gathering attendees and viewers at home. I am Tigermonkey, James Tigermonkey Isaacs, and this is The Future Is Now. I have on my right my co-host.
Hey, it's Bo here. How you doing? Dude, that was insane.
Yeah!
Pegboard nerds, insane. I was like, we were watching it back here in the control room, and it was like probably 15, 16 times where I was like, we're just elbow dropping the bass on the crowd, and like you see everyone's faces reacting. Those guys kick ass.
Yes, it was a magical set. Kids in their dubstep today. I mean, really. Electronic music is crazy. I personally, I kind of fell out of the scene. I'm glad there's still electronic music that people can be passionate about, but for me, it all just kind of went downhill after Moby.
Oh.
You know, that little spike he had in the late 90s and early aughts.
So you like the retro?
Yeah, I was
retro
a hardcore,
electronica.
like,
is that even a thing?
No, electronica was where it started, man.
No, but can there be retro electronica?
I feel like we're at that point now.
We're there already?
Because the Crystal Method has moved on to movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
Chemical Brothers, I haven't really seen do much of anything at all.
Well, they're probably like in a Target commercial or something like that, like super mainstream.
Yeah, it's all just come into DJs like throwing cake into audiences in Vegas. So that's where we're at now.
I don't know, man. This is amazing. Like I didn't really know what the gathering was all about until we got here and saw it. You know, like I heard about it, but it's until you show up and you see like all these people like crammed in, and it's much more like I don't know, like PAX or Dragon Con, like the vibe. You know, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying. This is my first year here as well, and like I have never seen anything like it. Today's day one. Everybody filed in early this morning, and it has been like seeing a city built in a day, with just like starting from nothing with these tables, and then just shelves and pillars that are coming out of nowhere. It's been a magical experience.
I mean, it's they have like 20 years of history on this, so. Like, if I were here, if I were in Norway, this would be my show. You know, like, I would, like, plan for it all year, get my stuff ready, get my crew ready. If I'm cosplaying, get my stuff ready. There's, like, 5,000 people on the waiting list. It's pretty awesome, man. Like, I love this place.
Speaking of 20 years ago, that's actually kind of the focus of our program. Retro things. Segue. I just did
well
that.
Well done, dude. That was seamless.
Yeah.
It was just like...
Now, I'd like to think that if the gathering was in the 80s, which is what our show is going to focus on in terms of the decade in particular, what kind of performers we would have had back then. I feel like if it was the 80s, it wouldn't be so much as DJs as it would be like stand-up comedians.
Yeah, actually, I think that would have been fine. And like I was actually a little bit concerned that maybe people would still be playing, but everyone stopped here.
Yeah.
So, you'd have to be better than the game that you're playing. So it had to be like, I don't know who... like some kick-ass comedian, I guess. I don't know the Norwegian scene. Sorry, guys.
Would have been someone good. The curtains would have been like a brick background. Super Mario would have been jumping on it. It all would have been like Nintendo-based.
Yeah, it would have been dope.
It would have been really, it would have been really great. So
you were out there. You were seeing some of the decks that they were building.
Oh, yeah.
What's it like? Is it like an apartment complex or a dorm, or?
Oh, it's actually very interesting. Between all of like the electronic music and the computers and everybody wearing just like hoodies and flannel 24/7, I kind of feel like I'm in a hipster version of the Matrix.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And when you walk down the aisles, it actually has like it puts a very specific image in your head. Like when you're walking down the aisles and you're seeing everybody like huddled into their shelves and like trying to get their work done, it actually feels like you're walking into like the future flash forwards of the Terminator. Where everybody's huddled.
Surviving.
Yeah. Like they're just trying to hide away from the machines and just like searching for food and grabbing the nearest Coca-Cola can.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole place is nothing but like soda, energy drinks, loud music, and video games. It's like a mother's nightmare.
I don't know. It's kind of awesome. It actually feels more like a dorm. Like some of these things, like if you've seen them, they have the racing chairs and like freaking the whole setup around them, screens everywhere, like shelves, backpacks, sleeping stuff. It's crazy. Like these guys definitely have the whole week planned out. So I love it.
Yeah. What's been your favorite part so far?
I mean, the concert. Honestly, like it's cool seeing like the crowds, but this definitely changed my whole perspective. Like, these guys are like top notch.
Yeah. I think when the lights went out, that just kind of changed the game for me.
Yeah.
Because every convention or event I've ever been to, it's just lights on the whole time. You can see everything.
Yeah.
But here, they turn the lights off, and now the lights are going to be off for the next 3 days. Like, they are not coming back on.
Yeah.
There was a whole, like, ceremony via 2001.
Right, they put like the blindfold on and they're like, training.
Yeah. And now just
like
the lights are off the
Van
entire
Damme,
time.
like blocking stuff, like all blindfolded.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like the only lights that are going on are basically from people's like little stations and stuff. It actually looks a little bit like the scenes in Hackers or Explorers,
Right.
when all like the motherboards,
Right, with the giant keyboards, and they're like, my keyboard's big, so my computer's very powerful.
Yeah,
You know,
oh, it's great. It's amazing.
Right.
I'm like, I agree with what you said. I wish there was something like this for me when I was a kid that I could come to, or just even knew that the Gathering existed back in the 90s when I could just like beg my parents to.
Well, I mean, we kind of have a little bit generation gap, but like when I was, 15, 16, I didn't really have a tribe like this where I could go to a convention and identify as like, oh yeah, I'm a gamer, I belong, right? I was always like, oh, you're like the weird kids in school, right? But now, it's so much easier. Like, you just show up, you're like, oh, hey, I'm just like you. You know, we all listen to the same music, play the same games, like, probably in the same league together, so yeah, it's nice.
What were your favorite games to play back then?
I was a heavy side-scroller guy. Like, we didn't have the internet. I know, think about it. There was a time before the internet, and I lived during that time. It was amazing. It was hard. It was difficult. We actually had to talk to people face-to-face, and sometimes games you'd have to play them by yourselves, instead of multiplayer. But I was all about Mega Man, Strider, all those like side-scroller guys. I do like Phantasy Star as far as the role-playing games. That was like a big part. I actually used to play the Japanese games straight when they come over, and I would basically learn Japanese by playing RPGs. So that was my education. But yeah, I love it. And a lot of that stuff is coming back now. It's like people are essentially remaking old properties. You see it with movies all the time, TV shows. I mean, I get it. You want to use a property that's well known, right? Instead of trying to make up your own property, it's a little bit harder. But back then, everything was new, right?
Yeah.
So there was no Prince of Persia before that you could like just say, oh, let's do Prince of Persia 2. There was no Mario Brothers or Mega Man or Zelda. Like, they all came from that era. So I think it's important. I think to like remember the heritage, like where it came from.
Yeah. Well, speaking of remembering heritage, and things from back in the day, we actually went on the floor a little bit today.
I saw a bit of this earlier. This is hilarious.
We decided to take this to the crowds and just ask random quotes of movies from back in the 80s, see if anyone could recognize them. We videotaped the whole thing. I think the results might surprise y'all, and we're just gonna head towards that video right now.
Hey everybody, standing on the floor of the Gathering 2015, and I am about to give people various movie quotes from various films, and it is their job to guess what movies they're from. Should be interesting. I'm excited. Let's see what we get. So the first quote is, "Sweep the leg."
So you guys can't give any hints, right?
I can't give any hints.
Sweep the leg? I don't remember.
Matrix. I don't know.
Close in a way, but no, that was the Karate Kid. Avenge me, boys! Avenge me!
Got no clue.
Okay, that was Red Dawn. Also starring Patrick Swayze. There can be only one.
I don't know.
Okay, that was The Highlander. That's all right though. The sequel of which was called The Gathering. He's young.
I don't really
It's a young audience today. Okay. All right. There can be only one. Stay gold, Pony Boy.
I really don't know.
Okay. That was The Outsiders, also with Patrick Swayze and C. Thomas Howell. This one's easy. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Cool at the Nook?
Oh, Cool at the Nook. Yeah, no.
We got it. We got a young crowd. It's a young crowd. I have hope though. This will be fine. I'm gonna say it more in character this time. All right. All right. Maverick, your ego is writing checks your body can't cash.
Top Gun.
Yeah! Hey!
Yeah, that's super easy. Who doesn't know that, right?
Good job. What's your name?
Art.
All right, Art. Thank you very much.
I would thank Mom, Dad.
This is good. There's hope for the future. This is nice. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
I love it.
Well, that went well. I think it turned out great.
We got like one.
Yeah, we kind of
Yes.
realized as we were filming it today, we were like, so I think we got a comedy piece on our hands. We're just gonna roll with the punches on this one.
I know, it's so good.
Yeah, we have a new person in the audience, though. You, sir, state your name and occupation.
Josh Githens, I'm a store owner, and I've worked for several game companies throughout the past few years.
Very important question. What is this shirt?
It's a Christmas cat,
Yeah.
celebrating Christmas time all the time.
Yeah.
Because basically the gathering is like Christmas to me right now. It's just been incredible.
I mean, you are so close to the North Pole right now.
Right. I'm just going to go up and see Santa tomorrow,
Yeah,
I think.
I have a tracker. I was trying to find like the northern lights and stuff, and I was like, you should not look here. Why don't you go to this location? I looked at the map. It's like freaking on the North Pole. I was like, oh, come on, man. That's like not even close.
Well, you definitely have a shot. Josh, what are you doing here at the gathering this year?
So one of the things we're going to be doing on Friday and Saturday, we're going to do lightning talks.
Oh,
And
what's that?
So they're 5 to 10 minute talks given by various guests that have signed up. We have everything from talking about sharks to talking about women in gaming and feminism, and it's a wide range of categories. And that's going to be Friday and Saturday at 3:30 on the main stage.
But it's not like a full panel. It's like a super condensed, like little.
So it's like 5-minute segments, one speaker, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They talk, they move on. The next guy comes up, talks about the next thing.
Right.
They move on. So it's going to be really fun, really quick, a lot of cool information.
Are you going to have the steam cannons out there? You can like just drop the bass on people.
If I can get Pegboard to leave the steam cannons, I will use them all the time.
Yes.
Now, will you be giving a TED Talk yourself?
I will not be giving one. I'll be hosting. So
That's okay. I'll be giving a TED Talk.
I knew
TED Talk. Lightning Talk. I'll be giving a lightning talk because they're like TED Talks, but shorter.
But more
hence
condensed.
the lightning. Speaking of talking, I went back on the floor earlier today.
Oh, for more pain.
Yes.
Oh, this is so fun.
With,
This
with
is so
a
fun.
different topic. Now we decided to go even further and ask, since we're in a remake culture with our films, what 80s movies people would like to see remade today.
Yeah.
And once again, it was an interesting experience.
All right, I'm
So
betting on one.
Let's roll
I'm betting
that
on
tape.
one.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
So, what 80s movie would you like to see remade?
Hellraiser. I would like to see Labyrinth featuring David Bowie be remade.
Okay.
That would make my day, my week, my year.
I'd love to see Back to the Future. That would be great.
Okay. All right, great. Now, Back to the Future Part 1 or Part 2? And since Part 2 takes place in the year 2015, what year would Back to the Future Part 2 take place in?
Well, I mean, it has to be equally distant in the future, I guess.
Now, would it be all right if David Bowie reprised his role?
Yes. It wouldn't be the same without David Bowie.
Now, Muppets or CGI?
A mix. You get the natural feeling with the Muppets, but you get a more detailed version with the CGI.
Okay. Would the third Back to the Future take place in the Old West, or would you want it to take place someplace else?
It should be in the old and awkward 90s, I think.
So, what 80s movie would you like to see remade?
The Breakfast Club.
Okay. All right. Good choice.
Face Off.
Face Off. Okay. All right. With John Travolta.
Yeah.
So, Face Off was a John Woo movie from the 1990s, but I mean, it was something. He knows what he wants out of life.
I'd like to see a remix of or remade version of The Exorcist.
The Exorcist. That was the 70s.
Basically, yes.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Thank you. Wasn't in the 80s. So we had a couple different answers for what 80s movies you would like to see remade. Some of them were interesting, and others were just insulting and also inaccurate in what year they were made. One thing is for certain, I feel old now. Boyan, I blame you. There's no reason to, but I do. Back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, me feeling old. That's the theme for this one today, apparently.
it.
Yeah, we're actually going to continue that theme of how aged I am by a nice segment. We're going to test my 80s trivia. And also have a nice little game called Was I Alive or Not?
Well, it's only fair, right?
Yeah.
It's like, the kids here, like, some of them probably weren't even alive, like in the 80s or 90s when the movies and stuff were being quoted. So we thought it would be fair if we put you to the same standard.
Yeah, after we walked the floor and we got all those responses, I was like, hey, wait a minute.
Right, we got a segment here.
We got something.
So, all right, so here's how alive or not alive is going to work.
Okay.
We're going to give you a category, and then we're going to ask you a trivia question. You're going to try to answer it as best you can. And then, very important part, we ask you if you were alive or not alive at the time when that thing was made.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm down. Let's do it.
All right, so that's the format. I'm going to be referencing the questions here.
Yeah.
You want to do the first one?
Yeah, I'll take the first one.
All right.
So the first one I think he's going to get because he kind of referenced it earlier, but in the Karate Kid 2, where did Daniel-san go to train his karate?
Okinawa.
Whoa!
The country of origin.
Sweep the leg.
I love the Cobra Kai sound effect. That was good.
The country of origin of karate, and also the birthplace of Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, so
bonus points.
Now,
Well done.
now, bonus. Maybe the most important part of the question.
Okay, so we know Karate Kid came out before Karate Kid 2. Were you alive when Karate Kid 2 was made?
Okay.
Released, when it was released in the United States.
Now, I believe the first Karate Kid came out around 1984 or 5. And since sequels weren't something that was made right off the bat.
Oh, I love the logic.
Look at this.
I love it. He's like, hold on, process elimination.
Yeah, let me reverse engineer the question.
I'm going to say I was alive.
You were alive?
Yes.
Yes!
He was alive.
Well played.
Wow.
Points.
Okay.
All right.
You get some points that we're not keeping track of.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
it's
totally
arbitrary.
fine.
It's arbitrary. It doesn't matter. Okay, category 2, cartoons.
Okay.
80s cartoons. Fill in the line.
Okay.
Gummy bears, bouncing here and there, and blank.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Continue.
How many more can you go?
That's it.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere. They are the
Grand Adventure.
Oh, sorry, High Adventure Beyond Compare.
Okay.
They are the gummy bears.
I just remember the Forest of Feelings from the movie, Care Bears the movie. Like, Forest of Feelings and care a lot.
Here we go. Get ready for this.
Apart. Okay.
Gummy bears. It's the Norwegian version, baby.
Norwegian version.
Yes. We heard him playing out
Gummy
there.
Bear song.
Yeah, so while they were setting up this morning, one of the stands,
I know.
giant speakers blasting through the ship. Norwegian Gummy Bear theme song.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
okay.
amazing.
See, I was more Team Care Bears. So.
Yeah. But you know, it's weird. They have Swedish fish here, right?
Yeah?
Like in the bowls, they always have Swedish fish, but they don't have gummy bears.
Huh.
Why don't they have a Swedish fish cartoon?
I don't know. We should look into that.
We should.
I think we just had $1 million idea.
That's the remake right there, people. That
Gummy
happened.
Bear remake into Swedish fish.
No, it's the rival team, right? It's
Oh,
like
okay.
sometimes they work together and sometimes they
Not-
don't. Yeah.
Do a lot of crossover.
Yeah, exactly. They're
Perfect.
both gummy, right? I mean, yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, but more importantly,
Yeah.
We almost forgot.
yeah. So,
Alive or not alive?
when were you born? How about this?
I was born in 1986.
In what month?
January.
Okay.
So I have like a straight 50-50
You literally
chance.
have a coin flip on this one. Gummy Bear is a cartoon. Were you alive or not alive? You did quote the theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did say everywhere.
You know, I'm going to say I was alive.
Alive. Let's
Yeah.
check the rating.
Not alive. So close.
Super
This is
close.
when we start to see my competitive side because I hate to lose.
Right. So all the
right.
fake points you earned in the first question, we just
Gone.
took away.
Oh, wow.
We just,
All right.
they're all gone.
Yeah.
Great, thanks. Well, let's get the next one.
All right, you got the next one?
Sure. If I remember. Oh yeah.
Let's
okay.
do the TV show.
So it's TV show. So this is actually across from another show that used something in it. So
It's a double crossover.
yeah, this is
question.
like nerd nirvana happening
Yeah,
right now.
okay.
So in what 80s TV show did the Battlestar Galactica Cylon light and sound get used? And I can give you a hint if you need one, but I know you're competitive, so I'm going to give you a chance for extra points.
We'll give you a first hint for free, which is the whom, right? The red.
Yeah. So the sound effects were used in another show later on.
That's right. In another 80s show.
Okay.
You need another hint?
I feel
it will cost you 1/4 of a point.
Okay. I'm going to take the hint. I feel it's worth the risk.
It was used on a vehicle.
Okay.
In an 80s show, TV show.
And that being said, I think Transformers had a history of taking other special effect sounds from other things before it. So I'm going to say Transformers.
Okay, would you like another hint for more points?
It's a TV show, not a cartoon.
Not a cartoon, TV show.
Okay,
Yeah.
Knight Rider.
Yes! Nice, dude.
All right.
Do you remember that? Like the red light?
The red light on the front of the car.
Okay.
It's literally the Cylon effect. It's like
with the same sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
If I had him like my little smartwatch and I was like, Kit, can you come over here? Would that have helped you?
Mm-hmm. No.
Or like,
No?
I'm
Yes.
drowned.
Well, obviously, yes.
Okay, good.
Kit, David Hasselhoff.
But if I was
the whole
like-
thing. Yeah.
That would have done it, or no?
No, I would have guessed
Do
Power
we
Rangers.
want? Yeah, that's good. Do we want to give him a chance for a bonus point before he guesses alive or not alive?
For the evil rival?
So do you know
Car.
what? Okay, but do you know what KIT stands for?
I have no idea.
Okay.
No.
Knight Industries 2000.
Okay.
No, 3000.
No, 3000's the remake in 2008.
Oh, with the spoiler thing that comes out? Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, right.
Whatever. We don't want that one. Okay, but
Last question.
no. Most importantly,
Yeah.
most importantly, were you alive or not alive when the Knight Rider first aired in U.S. TV?
David Hasselhoff has had a very long career in television. I remember watching him religiously in Baywatch, and there was a good age difference between his character in Baywatch than there was in Knight Rider.
Yeah.
So I am going to say not alive.
Survey says, you're
right. You got
points. Well played.
Power of deduction.
There we go.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, so we have one final one.
Okay.
This is a video game question, going back into the 80s.
Just a good lead into tomorrow night's show. It's about video games, so we're going to prep you for that.
Yeah, so it's all general pop culture stuff. So video games, we're going to talk about Final Fantasy.
Okay.
Final Fantasy. You remember the video game Final Fantasy? It's been remade like 90 million times. It's all over the place.
I remember the 7th one and the 8th one.
You're going to have to go back further than that.
We're going back to FF1 here. We're going back to the old school OG roots here.
Okay.
Can you name the original occupation or character classes for the playable characters in Final Fantasy 1? It's a fantasy thing, so that's an easy hint for you.
Farmers?
No.
Well, try
Wizards?
Wizards, pretty good. They did come in 3 flavors or colors.
Blue wizards?
That's Lord of the Rings. Why would skip?
Warlocks.
What color do you think they would wear? What robe would they wear?
Black.
Yes,
That's
all
one.
right.
That's one.
Okay.
And what would be the person who would be a good healer?
White.
a wizard.
White?
Yes, all right, very good. We still have a couple more. What else?
Okay.
What else do you need in a fantasy role-playing game?
Okay, well, unicorns and elves.
I'll give you points for that.
Fairies.
Yeah, points.
Fairies would be nice.
Sure. None of these are the
Fantasy
classes,
world.
but they're good points.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're rocking bonus points on this
Yeah,
one.
all right, well, healers.
Sure.
Okay, knights.
Knights, fighter, I'll give it to you. Yeah,
Fighters.
I'll
Okay,
give it
so
to you.
all right, so we have like magic people, warriors, and then we have magic people, warriors, healers.
Who else?
And animals.
Animals?
Animals?
Magic demons.
No.
Close, but not.
I think we can just say I'm wrong on this.
Yeah,
I
I'm
failed
trying.
this question.
I'm trying.
Okay.
But that doesn't matter. What matters is
alive
or not alive. This is when the first Final Fantasy 1 came out. And it was released in Japan and then later translated into English and released in America and probably Norway as well.
Okay. Trying to remember when the Nintendo DS system was even. Because this can. I'm gonna say alive.
Alive.
Yes.
Survey says. Yes! Nice. Nice, dude. Yes.
I got 3 right.
Good job.
I win.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I win.
Winner. Nicely
Yeah.
done.
And now I have to leave, I think.
Because you have more trivia that you have to ask
Right.
people
Yeah.
on that stage, like way the hell over there.
Yes, I get
So-
to host the game show right
Yes.
now. The Known Unknowns Enough. I'm going to go. I'll
Do
see
it.
you guys later. But I'll be back here tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in for me. Stay with these guys for a while. And all right, I'll see you all later.
Yeah,
All right,
good
cool.
luck.
Thanks for playing.
More steam cannon.
Yeah. And this is like the elbow drop.
All the steam cannon all the
This is
time.
like, do it. Oh, actually, look, we got the headsets on. It's
Pretty much.
Go, go. I don't know. I love it. This is great. It feels a lot more like Dragon Con. Like
Yeah.
you're not in Atlanta. You're in.
No, I'm close. I'm about 2 hours away. So
Yeah.
Dragon Con, I've been to the last few years. The atmosphere here is amazing.
Yeah.
Like if you have even thought about maybe coming, just book your ticket.
Yeah. I think honestly, if you're anywhere in Scandinavia, anywhere in this region, come up here. Even if you just want to come for the concerts. Like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people just bought day passes just to see these
see
guys.
Pegboard, yeah.
Yeah. And we do it every night. We have our show. Like we have the main stage. There's a bunch of tournaments all day long. I mean, it's pretty badass.
The other thing I've noticed is walking around, everybody is super friendly.
Yeah.
I've asked a couple people about their rigs and what's going on. And they're like, "Oh, I have this, and the computer's
and
here,
they're
and
like,
towers."
"Oh, like, let me tell you about all these
Right.
things.
They can't wait to tell you
Yeah.
and explain it to you and show you.
It's all like water cooled and stuff. And like, you saw the guy with the 3D printer earlier?
Yes.
What? This is like, what is going on? These guys are hardcore. So we're gonna do the 80s thing again tomorrow night.
Yeah.
But instead of it being like pop culture movie and that kind of stuff, we're gonna do more gaming.
More video game stuff
Yeah.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think we're gonna walk around with you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And ask people about retro video games. So
Love
that,
it.
That should maybe we'll hit a few more correct guesses with that, since it's a video gaming thing. But we'll see.
Maybe, I don't know. It really depends on the crowd, and honestly, we kind of set up Tigermonkey here because,
Yeah.
like, hey, he's older than everyone else here, and then like even he was having trouble with some of the
Right.
trivia questions. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I think you took it pretty well though.
yeah. All right, well, cool. What else we got going on tonight?
So
we
tonight
have the trivia thing.
Trivia's coming up.
Yep.
And
So
then Under the Kilt with.
that's like our late night show. Yeah. So actually, I like the trivia thing. Is pretty cool. It's sort of like reverse Family Feud,
Right.
where it's like we ask everyone here like sort of common answers, and then when you ask the person the question, they have to get the least common answer. So
It's
not the
kinda
most common answer, but the least common answer.
It's like categories. You want to get the answer that nobody else has got.
Yeah, you earn points for stuff that no one else said.
Right.
So it's really fun. And then we do the Under the Kilt with Scott. He's gonna. I'm not actually sure how Body's gonna get. I mean, last night there was already like 3 propositions.
Right.
So
Yeah, there's some guy with some shampoo or soap. I don't know what was happening there. We'll see.
I don't know where that went, but it was good. It was fun. So yeah, we have that, and then tomorrow we have the Lightning Talks.
Lightning Talks
We
tomorrow
have
afternoon.
tournaments all day long.
Afternoonish with Amy and Tony. They're going to be
Yes.
doing some more stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love the intro video we did the other day with when they switch outfits, and that like you posted that picture where like Tony's wearing like the cat hat, like what?
Why am I? And Amy's there with the Thor hat. Like, this doesn't fit really, but okay.
I love it. Like I'm so happy they're having a good time here. Everyone's
yeah.
so nice and welcoming. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been great.
Yeah, and this is just like opening night. This is like day 1, so we're doing this all the way through Saturday.
And it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's what I keep telling myself. Like right now, the atmosphere is like a Friday night or a Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's Wednesday. It's only going to get better.
Yeah,
It's only going to get more hype.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. So we're doing that, and then of course we're playing tabletop games because we're talking about retro. So I'll be there. You can hang out with me. Nothing more retro than paleo games, like old school. No electronics.
It's made of paper and
like, oh, my graphics card on my eyes. Like, what is this? I don't
I need
understand.
an upgrade.
Logic processor is my brain. What? I don't understand. We're doing that, and then on Sunday we're actually having a rap party, and I'm trying to get everything like a big like tabletop day party for that as well. So that's going to be awesome. So. Hey, Robot, how's it going? Are we good to go? Does he talk yet?
I don't know.
Hey, Robot, can you talk to us? Was he blown? His mind was so blown by Pegboard nerds.
It was blown out by all of the steam cannons.
Right. I look at that. See, that was not awkward transition. I'm not listening to my producer tell me to remind you that you can name this little robot here. Look how cute he is. He needs a name. The things we know, he speaks English.
Yes.
He was created at the Gathering. It was unclear at what point. Maybe it was like some emergent property where he was created like 20 years ago, and then like as all these computers started getting networked together, he gained
He formed.
consciousness.
He just- okay.
He formed, and then he built himself. I'm adding that. That's not part of his backstory, but I just added that. So he created himself, and then what else do we know about him? He has a Norwegian accent.
He does have a Norwegian accent.
Yeah.
He loves steam cannons.
He loves steam cannons. I mean, you saw that
Loves
concert. He was on the dial for all of them. He was just like,
Right.
you know what we need more?
Steam cannons.
More steam cannons. So yeah, if you want to name it, you can use a hashtag name the robot. Especially if you're watching live, you guys, like earlier when we were doing it, like there were immediate responses, like 2 seconds into it, like
Right.
people were like already giving me names. So super awesome. Yeah, so he loves steam. He's super cute.
I think he likes snowboarding also.
Snowboarding?
I think.
Really?
Maybe skiing. I can't remember. One of the two. He's really outdoorsy.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean it looks like it, right?
Yeah.
He's got that rugged kind of cute, outdoorsy. No, I don't know about that.
Maybe not.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll take your requests. Hit us up on Twitter. Use the hashtag or wherever you're at. We'll find you there. So yeah, he's super cute. I think he needs kind of like a techie name. That's what I think. That would be my guess. And also, I notice I'm using the gender term. Right?
Yeah.
He's kind of like male, but I'm such a speciesist, man. It's like he's a robot. He's
a
beyond
robot.
that. He's beyond that. He's
He's
transcended.
beyond gender.
Yeah, he's downloaded consciousness, right? That's a joke. If you've seen the new, what's that crappy movie that just came out? Remember that in South Africa with the Chappie?
Chappie.
So, if you know anything about AI or cognitive science, that movie will just let you like rage quit, table flip the entire movie. But he's definitely a lot cuter than Chappie, and he will not kill you. That's what he promised
That's
me.
a plus.
He promised me he wouldn't at least kill me.
Yeah, when I was making a list, that goes in the plus column.
That's definitely a big plus on that one. So, all right, well let's wrap this thing up. I think we got the trivia show coming up.
Yeah.
So let's run to that thing, and I will see you guys back here, and we're doing lightning talks over there.
Lightning talks at main stage.
Yes, and if you want to be hanging out and doing the tournaments, we're back on the other side of the boat,
Way far away.
way on the other stage over there. So yeah, I'll see you guys out there.